So I recently moved from Squarespace e-commerce or Stripe payments links to using Lemon Squeezy, and I had to figure out how to do conversion tracking for this. And I'm gonna make a product which you can get. You can probably also get in touch with me if you want someone to, do this conversion tracking for you. But I'm gonna kind of show how this works. Just a general idea. You're more than free to steal my method and implement it yourself, but I'm just gonna show you how this works. All right, so we have to use the checkout overlay thing, and we need to copy this code to our website. So it's basically a link and a script, and the script, when loaded correctly, prevents the link from loading, as a link, but makes it appear as this kind of pop-up, overlay modal type of thing, which looks like this. All right, so I've copied the code to my website, and I have the model here up and running. So if we inspect what's going on here, we can see that this is something called an iFrame. So an iFrame is basically a window into another website. So we could, grab the src and, paste it into another tab. I'm not sure if it works with this ID. Well, okay, it does. So we can see that this is basically a website within Lemon Squeezy, which we have kind of just added as this thing inside our website. So it looks like it's part of our website, but really it's within lemonsqueezy.com. So obviously we cannot add any conversion tracking or any custom code or Google Analytics or Google Tag Manager or data layers or custom listeners, anything into lemonsqueezy.com any more than we could add custom code into google.com or anywhere else. We can only add code to our own website. So this kind of creates this challenge here. So the way to do it is that we must listen for a message that this iFrame outputs to the parent window. So the child window is the Lemon Squeezy one, and the parent window is kind of our own main website. So our main website can listen for those messages coming in from the iFrame, and we can trigger our conversions that way. All right, so in Google Tag Manager, I have added this Lemon Squeezy iFrame listener tag. So we could just add this code into our, website. I could just the same. I could, just go to my website and copy paste the code here. However, it's much nicer to just use the custom HTML thing within Google Tag Manager. So every conversion tracking analytics thing is within the same place, Google Tag Manager, with like version control and sharing access and clear names and not messy inline code. All right, so what this does is it listens for those messages and then does a bunch of stuff to get the order details, the names of the product, first name, last name, email, taxes, all that stuff. And then I'm using a trigger. This is just a purchase trigger, so it's kind of very default because I'm using the Google Analytics for purchase, Google Ads, and I'm also doing a metapixel event. So let's click on the preview. So now we connect the Google Tag Assistant to our website. So here we can see what's happening. And we can see that the Lemon Squeezy listener has been fired. So it's listening like Fraser Crane or whatever. It's just, chilling there, not doing anything until it perhaps hears this message. So let's make a test payment. All right, so I'm in test mode and I'm using this, testing bogus credit card. I'm not making a real purchase. This is important thing, by the way. Lemon Squeezy advises you not to make test purchases with your own card, because payment processors may think you're doing some shady money laundering. So always use the test mode. All right, so in test mode with the fake credit card, I'm making a purchase. Again, with the iFrame and everything. So let's take a look at the Google Tag Assistant. Here we can see the purchase event. So basically the Lemon Squeezy listener, once it heard a successful purchase, it fired this purchase event, and this filled my data layer with all this stuff like transaction ID, value. We even get the taxes, we get the currency code, and we get the product was the chat form conversion tracker. Again, you know, this product that I had made here. For affiliation, I added Lemon Squeezy. Item brand, I added my own website. And yeah, I think, yeah, we have the email and everything. So looking at the tags for the purchase, we can see with the Google Analytics 4, and it succeeded. And I think we can actually pop over to Google Analytics. Here in the debug view, we can kind of in real time see the purchase event coming into Google Analytics, and we can click on items, and we can see things like, you know, the name of the product and, you know, all this stuff that we have added. This is a weird bug, but this is only happening in the debug view, has been for like at least 2 years. I'm not sure why they haven't fixed it, but don't be weirded out by these, like, you know, extra zeros. The data is actually correct once you start receiving it. We can actually take a look at the value here, and it is correct. Except I think for the value, I'll have to check whether we want the tax to be a part of that. So that's actually a thing for me to look. All right, I'll have to look into this just to make sure. So I think the value would be the sum of the products and the tax and the shipping, most likely. Again, I'll have to recheck. So the prices would be in the products themselves, just like we have for the item here. The weird looking price is actually $15, and it's correct. All right. Cool. We can also see the Facebook Pixel purchase. So the value for this one, I would probably need to tweak it to not include the tax. And we've also sent the Google Ads conversion. And the Google Ads one, I've added the enhanced conversion trackings because we get the email from Lemon Squeezy, and we can use that to make our conversion tracking more accurate. All right, so I actually went into Simo Ahava, another Finnish guy. He's, you know, one of the best, I think, with Google Tag Manager, and I checked his reference for this. So I actually calculated these together just to make sure I had it right. So indeed, the value is the full thing, including shipping and taxes. All right, so I think I will add an extra variable for the tax, for the one without tax. So I will send Google Analytics the value, but I will add a second one for Metapixel and Google Ads because they don't have those tax things. So for them, I just want the value without any tax. All right, so I'm gonna name it something very clear like profit, subtotal, no taxes. And then I'm gonna go to my Google Ads, and I'm gonna replace the value with a new variable, lemon right. So this is how I like to label data layer dot, then the data layer thing. Data layer variable, right. And then for my Facebook Meta Pixel, I'm also gonna replace it with this one. So let's take this for a test drive. All right. Well, there's, I think, most of the info for this video. Kind of the important parts have been covered. Again, this is not like a full step-by-step tutorial. It's more like the general concept, how to do this. So you can either hire one of my team people to implement this for you, or I think soon I will have a ready-made setup which you can purchase. So let's take a look at this. All right, so something was glitching. Anyway, it's now showing up to 15, and now that I updated, the Google Ads is also showing how much money we actually got. I think that's much better for our analytics. We are not really interested in calculating taxes manually for our digital marketing. All right, I'm gonna publish. So again, get in touch or hire me or purchase my pre-made Lemon Squeezy conversion tracking setup, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.